I still have great belief when it comes to ZBCN, and arguably, as of right now, it's better than ever before in history, at least for me, even though nothing I say is financial advice, because the way to take a look at it is that when it comes to ZBCN, take a look at how well it did. And keep in mind, we're not even in a fully fledged like fifth gear type of altcoin season yet. And ZBCN is already doing that. With Bitcoin recovering a little bit, we see that already when it comes to ZBCN. So imagine what happens during a fully fledged altcoin season. This could hypothetically be something special in my opinion, and 10 cents, that is still my price target for this bull run. But what's kind of crazy as of right now is seeing that, ZBCN had that very good pump. And then as of right now, around like a 10% pullback, give or take, at least at the time of this recording, a lot of people, they're panicking, they're jumping ship, they're saying, oh yeah, we're done, this is over. Well, how does that make sense? Take a look at how well it did, and then now it's kind of dipping like 10 cents, and then now people are giving up. Makes no sense to me. But you know what? Personally, for me, I am not going to give up when it comes to this, because I see hypothetically what this could maybe be. And I think it could potentially be a miniature version of XRP and XLM. For the longest time possible, it was only XRP and XLM. But now there's other options, and other options are having that validity. Like, they're having that recognition as the, being these type of projects that could very well be viable within this space. So I do believe that ZBCN truly represents something that could be amazing. Fundamentally, it's really nothing too outrageously different when compared to, like, let's say an XDC, an XCN, or like an XPR. It's nothing really like too revolutionary in a sense that it's trying to set the bar higher or whatever. It's just trying to really be focused on the payments market, the global trade and finance market, but I think it does it very well. I don't think that when it comes to something like ZBCN, it's going to become like, something that's bigger than XDC in the long term, but it doesn't really matter, because keep in mind, 10 cents, that right there is around a 60x from here. At that point, market cap would be nearly $8 billion. So ZBCN doesn't need to do record-breaking figures, in my opinion. In my opinion, ZBCN doesn't need to go to like an $80, $100 billion market cap. It doesn't need that, right? Just going to around an $8 billion market cap, going to the price of 10 cents, already around a 60x from here. I mean, really, what more can I ask for at that point? What am I going to do? Try to wait for like a 200x? For what? That's already really good. Anything over 10x, in my opinion, is hypothetically very fantastic. And the way I take a look at it is that when it comes to Zebec, it represents a project that really kind of brings its own flavor. It brings its own unique touch when it comes to this, even though it isn't necessarily the most revolutionary of all time. Because, yeah, sure, it's focused on AI-based PayFi. It's focused on RWA payments, which people do like as of right now. Like, RWAs are a big narrative. Take a look at Ondo, for instance. Very amazing project that's focused on that. It's also focused on the payments market, global trade and finance market, much like Ripple and Stellar. So really, it has the right pieces in place. Now it just needs to wait for a fully fledged bull run. That's it. Not to mention, when it comes to Zebec, what I like about it is that it has somewhat close ties with Solana. Take a look at even beyond like Solana as a layer one blockchain. Take a look at Solana Ventures being, an investor in Zebec. Not to mention Circle, which is the creator of USDC, also being an investor in Zebec. That's very amazing. Allegedly one of their early investors, from what I understand. So that's very fantastic right there. Zebec has a lot of validation for a project that really isn't that massive, at least as of right now. The fact that it's able to achieve that, I think, truly speaks volumes, and it gives it a lot of credibility. And stuff like this really does matter during a fully fledged bull run, because when I take a look at Zebec, adoption as of right now is not good whatsoever. I'm just going to say it what it is. It's not like it has like the best adoption of all time, nowhere close to that, but it doesn't really matter, because seeing how it's partners with like MasterCard, JP Morgan, Visa, Bank of America, seeing stuff like that, and seeing the investors of Zebec, seeing what markets it's focused on, seeing the exchange listings when it comes to ZBCN, which arguably could be better, but it's really good as of right now. Seeing stuff like that, I think, is already far more than sufficient to really have ZBCN do very well during a fully fledged bull run, because take a look at the most recent pump that we had when it comes to ZBCN. What's the adoption of Zebec? Really, it's not that good, right? But then it doesn't really matter, because in the world of cryptocurrencies, people usually care about the narrative. They care about the story. They care about the anticipation. They care about the community, which the community is very amazing here. It feels almost meme coin-like in terms of the passion and the drive. Not in a bad way, right? Of course, I'm saying it's very amazing, but then, of course, ZBCN isn't a meme coin. So it's in this very fantastic position and has the right prerequisites. It's like when we take a class in college, sometimes we need a prerequisite. It's kind of like that. I think that ZBCN has the right prerequisites to hypothetically do very well during a fully fledged bull run, because it ticks the 3 main categories. Strong and passionate community, project has some traction, right? It has some attention, not to mention exchange listings are pretty good. So that right there, I think is already very amazing. Now, all I have to do is just stay patient, wait, and that's it. Because Bitcoin's going to do what it's going to do. And the altcoin season, hypothetically, when it really does kick into 5th gear, I don't want to miss out on that, especially when it comes to something like ZBCN, which is why anytime I'm income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, I'm just waiting, that's it. And just think about this logically, right? In the next 6 to 10 months, could XRP or XLM do around a 60x from here? Highly doubt that. I think that's pretty much impossible for XLM and XRP to do that in the next 6 to 10 months. I'm not saying like 20, 30 years later, whatever. I'm just saying, again, in the very near future, so to speak. Could ZBCN hypothetically do that? Maybe, because, again, at that point, that's the price of 10 cents. So does ZBCN need to achieve anything too crazy to go to that price? Does it need to achieve record-breaking figures to do around a 60x? No. So this is a no-brainer for me. It would make no sense for me to give up on it as of right now. So what? It had a dump of 10%. Take a look at when I believed in ZBCN before. Had a pump, had a dump. I still believed in it. Now it's having a good recovery. I still believe in it too. So again, I'm in the world of cryptocurrencies. I feel like I have to know what I'm getting into, because if I am afraid of like the dumps and I'm afraid of like, oh, what's it going to be and all this type of stuff, then I probably shouldn't be in the world of cryptocurrencies to even begin with. But I am, right? I made that decision on my own. It wasn't like someone forced me to do it. It wasn't like, someone said, hey, you got to do this. And even if someone told me to do it, it's my choice at the end of the day, right? Whether or not I want to believe in cryptocurrencies and also ZBCN. But I chose to because I believe in XRP and XLM. But really, unless I got into that years ago, it really wouldn't make much logical sense for me to put a lot in there. Of course, I still believe in ZBCN. Of course, I still believe in XRP, XLM, but I still want to allocate more towards ZBCN as opposed to XRP and XLM, because in the next 6 to 10 months, I believe they could do hypothetically a lot better. Because XRP currently has a market cap that is well beyond $100 billion. There's no way that could do a 60x, give or take in the next 6 to 10 months. And I'm in the world of cryptocurrencies to look for hypothetical upside. I'm not looking for a meme coin that has like $100,000 market cap. I'm not looking for that. But then at the same time, I don't want to go into dinosaurs that could do like, 3x, 5x, who cares? And I don't want that. I want something that's a good balance in between. A project that is pretty well established, but really hasn't gained that mainstream momentum yet. And I think Zebec perfectly kind of represents that for me. And also, in my opinion, seeing Bitcoin do this is really not surprising to me whatsoever, because I've been mentioning throughout a lot of my videos that, we have over 600 million crypto owners currently. We're nowhere near a fully fledged bull run, in my opinion. I don't think we have reached the peak yet, and we have this many crypto owners already. That's amazing, because in the peak of the 2021 bull run, there was roughly 300 million crypto owners. Now, there's pretty much double, and we have never ever seen Bitcoin reach the price of $150,000 yet. And still, according to Crypto.com research, we have that many crypto owners, more than ever before in history. I think this bull run could be so special, especially now, with a lot of volume coming in through institutional investors, through enterprise adoption. This could be something special here. And especially also, there's a lot of anticipation over what the Solana ETF could potentially bring in Canada and what the impacts of that could be for the whole crypto space overall. And of course, seeing stuff like that when it comes to Zebec is, I think, going to be very beneficial for its future, at least in theory. So again, I think that Zebec is a no-brainer for me. 10 cents, that's still my price target. And there's going to be pullbacks along the way. Keep in mind, the journey to the top isn't going to be smooth sailing. It's not going to be like a straight shot up like that. Like, take a look at Bitcoin. At one point, it was at the price of $1. There was multiple bear markets along the way. Now, when it comes to ZBCN, I'm more so taking a look at like a shorter time frame, not like 10 years or whatever. But the way you take a look at it is that on the journey to 10 cents, there's going to be multiple pullbacks. But it doesn't matter, because I still believe in this, and I don't really care what happens along the journey anyways. Think about this, right? Let's say I'm in a marathon and I'm in it to win the race. Do I care what place I am in that race? Let's say at the 4th mile or like whatever mile along the way, right? It wouldn't really matter, because what matters is the finish line. What matters is the end goal. What journey goes along the way, so to speak. It is what it is. It's very unpredictable. But the way you take a look at it is that, I have an end goal here. I have a mission here, and that is to believe in ZBCN and wait for a fully fledged bull run. And I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to stay patient. And 10 cents, that's going to be my price target for this bull run, even though that's not financial advice. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. Greatly appreciated. It's Winnie the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.